Unfortunately for them, a lot of the mid options, and you have BZM on that Tiny. Bot lane, Toronto Tokyo taking a fair bit of damage. The blood grenade thrown onto him as well. The open wounds coming out on towards this Tidehunter, but Toronto Tokyo is going to fall. Meanwhile, the first blood actually did not happen towards this bot side. It happened towards that top lane. It was Saxa. Still, he's going to be pretty comfortable here. And Saxa will TP towards that mid side and try to get a kill on towards Lorinov. The BZM is on him as well. Lorinov nowhere to go. The toss up, it will be enough as BZM clears Lorinov up over on this mid lane. This is an impossible rotation. He's still trying to go for it. The silence to pop, the shrapnel coming in as well, but he's just going to back away. Meanwhile, because you had your sights on towards that mid lane for Aurora, they managed to lose their morphling towards that top side. What item Tidehunter actually goes for? Meanwhile, towards that mid side, Whitemon and a Tuskar, Saxa coming in with those shards. BZM is here as well, and with an avalanche and a quick toss, he'll probably be able to clean up 2 heroes. Of course, Whitemon will secure that kill. There's the toss on towards the Warlock. Mira, though, has a lot of HP. He's going to turn around on towards that Warlock, but just simply doesn't have enough damage coming in. There's 3 heroes on him. A snowball with Saxa will mean that Mira falls to BZM. The Tiny on a killing spree. As Durachio, he's just going to farm up towards that top side, though. Snowball in the nick of time as Saxa will be saved just for now. Will try and find that TP out, but won't be able to. Meanwhile, Nightfall, though, won't be able to find that TP either. Whitemon is here. Does potentially have the Shadow Ward as well. Is Durachio chooses to make an engagement upon Mira. Open wounds is on him as well as he's going for that chase. The golem to drop, and he has a face boost. This means that Mira will fall. Quarter, they're not giving anything to Aurora. And again, Fatal Bonds placed onto Toronto Tokyo, though. The TPs are coming in, and as the Ravage is expanded over on that side, Whitemon is the one going to be in trouble. Meanwhile, Durachio overextends on towards that tier 2 tower, will find that kill, but does he have enough to TP out? Manages to get that infest in, but here comes Tundra to play. A snowball on towards Lorinov. They'll take the sniper out, they'll take the silencer out, and perhaps they'll even take Mira out. 4 heroes from Aurora falling, and perhaps 9 minutes in, they're going to go for a full team-wide Durachio with the triple kill. Oh man, this is a disaster for Aurora. As Panto unfortunately will walk himself to his own grave. Nowhere to go, he'll just get run down. As Tundra, there's encircling upon Mira here. The tree toss is going to momentarily slow him down some. The toss on towards Mira. The shards as well. Everything just to secure that support kill. And again, and meanwhile, towards this bot lane is Durachio and Saxa, but they're both alone. A Ravage on towards this Lifestealer, and the silence coming out means that Durachio is going to lose his life, and perhaps Saxa too. But Tundra, they're forming over here. The Tiny and the Warlock, they are coming in from the side on towards Panto. Tiny, of course, does have that invisibility. The Avalanche will latch on towards the silencer, tossing him back, and that's going to be a dominating streak for 33. Probably be able to clear this up. Oh, the Warlock drop onto Toronto Tokyo's head. He doesn't have that Ravage. The global silence is forced out, and meanwhile, Nightfall waveforms inside to try and make something happen. Of course, Saxa won't be able to secure the kill on towards that Tidehunter, but is Tundra in trouble? 33's exorcism has ran out. Meanwhile, Tidehunter just has a Vladimir's. And what's this? Decided to... Oh, Lorinov. Unfortunately for him, He's going to end up losing his life yet again. It's going to really hurt them, because they're losing towers left, right, and center. Toronto Tokyo, of course, does have that Ravage. It's going to be holding it for now. There, the Ravage pops out towards 3, but there's just no follow-up. Now Mira comes in with that silence. They'll be able to take down that Tuskar, and chasing after 33 is not the right idea, because you just don't have enough follow-up. Aurora, again, going to pay for their lack of awareness. Will lose 3 heroes as it chases on. BCM daggering forward, tossing the sniper back. Lorenov just simply has no choice but to hold his ground, but it's the ground beneath him. Towards that Tormentor, the Ascension pops. They'll be able to see everyone, but BCM comes in with that play. The Golem to drop as well. Toronto Tokyo does not have the Ravage for now. The Global Silence will buy Aurora quite a bit of time, but the Snowball, it's going to make sure that Saxa stays alive just a little while longer. Meanwhile, Whitemon is in trouble, but Aurora have already lost 3. Their team fight is going to collapse, and perhaps this might just be another full team wipe coming about. Mira, nowhere to go. In twice now, and you just simply can't fight. Forced to give up this Roshan. Going to be forced to give up that tier 1 tower. Oh, the silencer was caught. Panto showed himself for just a second there, but it was a second too late. Bot side, and it seems like this time around Toronto Tokyo is the one that is going to be caught. Just nowhere to go. The toss up going to finish him as a beyond godlike streak for BZM comes about. Although 33 silence on towards that Morphling. The Dark Ascension to pop though, as Aurora recognize that this is their opportunity to go in the Global Silence for good measure, but the Global Silence is just going to wane off. And even though the Dark Ascension is here, even though they have all sorts of vision, Tundra are here. BZM blinks in, does not have that avalanche quite just yet. Snowball is going to chase after Mira, but he just has that flying vision and he should be safe here. In fact, we'll find a nice courier sniper. Oh, unfortunately, in the night time, it went out. Mira, just nowhere to go. As even towards that bot side, Toronto Tokyo is going to lose his life after being chased down towards the lifestealer. Oh, BZM blinking in and tossing Nightfall back. Ravage for that counter initiation on towards that Tiny with a Snowball. It saved everyone. And now Aurora, Toronto Tokyo, nowhere to go. He's going to die. Nightfall is going to die. As Aurora lose 2 heroes from what was supposed to be their initiation, from what was supposed to be the perfect chance that they got the first ray of hope, but it was snatched away from them by Tundra. 21 minutes. Aurora are the ones who really prefer Aurora's draft here. I'm HP and mana available. Meanwhile, pings coming in towards that bot side as Saxa will drag the creeps away, but Panto stops that momentarily. Of course, Saxa does have it. Now the Shadow Ward on towards Saxa. The Blood Grenade dropping as well, as Saxa is falling incredibly low here. He might just end up ticking out over here. A first blood by Panto due to an overextension as Nightfall. He's making his way on towards 33. The Spirit Siphon on towards the creep. 33, he's going to end up dying too. The bot side for Tundra just collapsing. Towards this bot lane, you have Marcy coming in. Mira with that rebound and that dispose on towards 33. The Spirit Siphon, will it be enough? The Shadow Ward is on him as well, as Nightfall will be able to clean that Cropellus, but there is a Whitemon with that Icarus. But a Golem from that Warlock from Panto won't be enough. Nightfall will fall. Whitemon was successful in that counterplay. 5-1 right now. You have Marcy coming in. Mira with that rebound and that dispose on towards 33. The Spirit Siphon, will it be enough? The Shadow Ward is on him as well, as Nightfall will be able to clean that Cropellus, but there is a Whitemon with that Icarus. But a golem from that warlock from Panto won't be enough. Nightfall will fall. Whitemon was successful in that counterplay. 5-1 right now. Oh, Mira. He wants to be going in again on towards Saxa. This time around, a TP coming in from Corbelis, who has respawned. A Spirit Siphon on towards Panto. He wants to be chasing that Warlock down. Will probably be able to find that kill because Whitemon is here too. But as I say that, Nightfall's actually respawned himself. Coming in with that Tiny, and Lorinov towards that backline will be able to clean up that Phoenix, and 33 is going to fall to Lorinov with that double kill, as it seems like Aurora are not done just yet. They want a third. They want Saxa, and perhaps they even want this tier 1 tower towards the spot lane. Meanwhile, Aurora weren't able to take down that tower. Topside though, Duraccio going in. He now has that RP, won't even need it as BZM comes in to clean Mira up. The first assist by this Nature's Prophet, as Lorinov is quite close to his Blink Dagger. But as I say that, Batrider Saxa is a bit caught out over here. You have a Tiny that's approaching as well, as he won't be able to find that TP out. An Avalanche and a nice little toss, but in fact won't even need a toss. Just 2 swipes from that tree. This game for Tundra, it has slowed down quite a lot. I mean, I don't think it ever really picked up for them, to be fair, but still Lorinov has that Blink Dagger on towards Duraccio, and he's going to be able to clean a very low HP Magnus up. The dive not going to occur in time. Whitemon will die too. A dominating streak coming out for Lorinov. Aurora go for that smoke. BZM is here though. Lorinov has spotted him out. Blink forward, a Dragon Tail on towards that Nature's Prophet, and a rebound from that Marcy will mean a dead Furion, as Aurora will be able to secure the Shrine of Wisdom too. But of course, on that opposite side, you do have Saxa, who's able to secure the opposing side's Shrine. But it's going to come at a cost, and the cost is going to come from that black hole on towards Saxa to hold that Batrider in place. It is, of course, a very big ultimate being expended for just a support. As unfortunately for Saxa, he's going to be caught out towards this bot side, very far away from his base, and again, a simple toss will be able to clean him up. Assuming he went for that facet, yeah, he went for the internal empowerment, which does mean that he's going to have that. Unfortunately for that Nature's Prophet, his net worth is about to take a drop, as he is going to fall to Lorinov. An unstoppable streak coming out for the Dragon Knight. Lorinov smoked up. It seems like he has an idea of where 33 is. They saw him because of that Observer Ward. Well, playing forward, Dragon Tail on towards 33. The Golem to drop as well, as they really want to secure this kill. Of course, they will be able to find it, as yet another Dragon Tail is going to come online. And a wicked six streak up for Lorinov. Oh, and unfortunately, a double kill. 2 kills, in fact, coming out for Nimira and Nightfall. Will secure that tier 3 tower. Meanwhile, Corbelis is cutting the creeps, but he's going to get caught out. But he manages to pick up an invisibility rune, so he's going to be safe momentarily. But unfortunately for him, do they see him? They do see him, in fact. Where is the sentry? To be making an execute on towards that tier 1 tower, but bot lane, they've got BZM, and the black hole is going to be available to stop that teleportation. BZM thought he was safe with that BKB, but he had another thing coming for him. Saxa. Oh man, Saxa, unfortunately for him, he thought he was on towards Panto. Buddy! A mountain standing beside him. Duraccio though has found Nightfall, but is it the other way around? As it seems that Duraccio has expended his BKB and has running around right now, expending his RP. Even the Exorcism to pop out too, as it seems like this time around Tundra, they're going to man up and fight, but it's just not going to be enough. 33 going to get obliterated. off on towards that Magnus. Does have the Orchid too. The Golem, I heard the Golem sound, but he's going to hold it for now. Won't even need it as Duratio will just get cleaned up by Lorinov. This is a, oh man, this is a massacre. I mean, you don't even need to use any of your abilities. You don't even need to use that Black Hole. Don't even need to use that Golem, as you can just drop down anything you want. Just bring the Warlock, bring the Batrider back. As I say that, Nightfall taking a lot of damage. He's going to fall, giving a lot of HP, and perhaps it's going to be Tundra's entry. A lasso on towards the Enigma will take him out too. Panto finding that TP out. This time around, it's going to be Aurora who tucktails and run. Who's going to be going in? Who's going to be doing that initiation? Roshan is falling incredibly low. It's down to 400 HP. Will fall. Nightfall does pick up that Aegis as Tundra. This means that you're going to be forced to retreat. But as I say that, Mira's going to bring that Tiny towards that high ground with the rebound. A Golem to drop as well as the BKBs are being activated. But it's just not enough. Duratio to fall as Tundra, they collapse. Yeah, there's just nothing here for them. A Black Hole on the other side, holding BZM in place too. Of course, you did find that it's this Enigma, but it's just not going to be enough. The Dragon Tail to clean that Furion up too. Oh man, Tundra. Oh, TPs. Towards that triangle though. White Mom will be that first casualty. Of course, Warlock was skewered back, so it looks like he might just end up falling as a 1-for-1 trade does come out favoring Tundra. Unfortunately, he has not been able to complete his Assault Cuirass. Oh, but Duratio, he's going to get initiated upon, and he's just going to get bursted down. The lasso from Saxa for that counter initiation will find that Marcy, but it's just not enough. You lost your core. You've lost your RP. He does have that buyback. He's holding it for now, as it doesn't seem like Tundra, they want to contest this, of course. Nightfall has other plans. He's going to go back in on towards 33, but this was a mistake. He's going to lose his first Aegis. He's going to lose his first life. Meanwhile, the egg being popped down, but it's just going to get cleaned up from Aurora, and now the Black Hole on towards BZM. He's going to die. The Magnus coming back into the fight in RP on towards that Tiny to hold Nightfall in place and take away his second life. They will find that one, but they've expended so much. Pinged out, but an opposite smoke going to occur. Let's see. Batrider, Saxa will be the one to break that smoke. Lorinov blinks forward, did not find anyone. Marcy to rebound forward, and that's going to be enough. The Dragon Tail on towards Duratio yet again. The Magnus, he's so low, will be able to make it out, but he won't. That last hit from Lorinov was enough to take him out. Meanwhile, though, Mira does lose his life in the Black Hole on towards Stu. The Dragon Knight jumps forward, and is going to clean Tundra up. 4 heroes to fall, no one with buyback. The last glimmer of hope going to be taken out. A full team wipe and an ultra kill for Nightfall as Aurora charged forward, but it's just not even necessary. This is again going to be a support Night Stalker and in that laning phase, and whether or not he's going to there, even of course the Monkey King does have to be careful. Meanwhile, towards that top side, Saxa is trying to make his escape, but unfortunately for him, his wind run down about 3 seconds right now. Will he be able to make it out? Does have that wind run, trying to go for those jukes around those trees, but Mira is just a bit too smart for those jukes. Of course, it is just level 1. Mira, doesn't he not have the void? He does have the void. He's trying to hold it so that Saxa can't TP away. A big brain play coming up from Mira. Of course, Saxa has used his wind run yet again. There the voice comes out. As Saxa again, he's still able to run away. One more hit, we'll be able to find it. Mira coming in with that first blood. And now, it looks like they want to engage onto Duratio. Mira with that silence coming in. Of course, you do have that shield, but it's popped. And with the Metamorphosis coming in, they're going to be able to take down the position 1 yet again. Overzealous attempt at soaking all of those creeps that were farmed it just cost him over there. Meanwhile, towards that top side, again a demonstration of some of that kill potential coming up from Aurora, able to take down that Nature's Prophet. and almost making this way. Oh no, BZM, he got run down. Aurora, all 3 lanes. Even the illusions coming in, but there is Panto coming in from behind. There's the Hex, there's the Shackle. Lorinov is here, but this time around, Sax's here won't be enough. BZM will fall yet again. 6-minute rune for his team. It is towards that top side. Of course, we'll take that Arcane Rune, but perhaps he's going to pay for this life. Dodging that power shot though, and it's BZM who's going to be in trouble. The Sprout coming in, but BZM does have that surge from coming in from 33. Unfortunately for the Darkseer though, he's used the surge and he might just end up losing his life for this. Of course, he is going to get shackled down and just no way to escape, will end up falling. And towards that backline, 33, he overstayed his, Saxa, he overstayed his welcome. 4 heroes from Aurora are gathered here to try and halt any counter initiation coming out from Tundra. BZM on towards that mid lane. Will he be able to get that kill onto Mira? In fact, he will find that kill, but perhaps this was an overextension. You only found that support come about. Oops, sorry about that, guys. The go call does come about. BZM in a lot of trouble over here. Will probably end up dying for the 3rd time. And this was not a worth it kill. And now towards that triangle, the smoke going to be broken by Whitemon. But the chase, is it going to happen? Oh, the Wukong's command from BZM on towards Panto and Lorinov. It caught them by surprise. The return to Phoenix Egg to pop as well as Panto, the first casualty of this. Lorinov just simply decides to back away. Can he make it out in time? He does have the guise of the invisibility rune. Bot side. They've got Mira out here though. He does have that Void and that Silence and Toronto Tokyo that is nearby, but is it going to be enough? Whitemon has that Sunray, but the Sunder of course is going to be enough by Toronto Tokyo, and now Lorinov is coming in. Panto though is right behind Lorinov, but can they make anything happen? Mira will be the first casualty of this as Duratio activating that borrowed time on towards Lorinov. The Shackle, it caught the Leshrac, but the return from Panto, the Shackle to hold BZM in place and the Ether Shock to take him out. So far, it's a 2-for-1, make it a 3-for-1 as Toronto Tokyo will also fall. Aurora, this time around, are the ones that are going to be collapsing from a botched team fight, from a botched initiation. Game has turned static and Aurora are the ones that are afraid right now. Nature's Prophet simply just has a Maelstrom to his name. Of course, though, over on that top side, the Atos revealed by Lorinov, and Panto coming in with that Shackle on towards that Monkey King is going to be a quick and easy cleanup. BZM to fall. And the Wisdom Rune. Root on towards that Phoenix, and now the Shaman board's also being dropped here because Aurora won this tier 1 tower. Nightfall, he's the one in trouble, slowed down as 33 is on him. Of course, Duratio will be able to clean him up. The weaknesses of the Nature's Prophet. Tier 1 towers still standing for Tundra. Meanwhile, you took your tier 2 tower and you potentially want more on towards BZM. The Shackle to hold Leshrac in place. Lorinov under the Wukong's command will just simply die as Aurora simply can't counter initiate despite the Dark Ascension. Mira will just be brought back from the vacuum as it seems like they're not done. BZM surged up on towards Nightfall. Nature's Prophet, no way to defend yourself. 3 heroes to fall. Panto to be the 4th casualty as he simply can't do anything. A high five from BZM as he takes Panto's life. 20 minutes in. Wind Ranger with that shard on towards Panto. Abaddon does have that borrowed time at the ready. Atos from Lorinov, but it's a desperate attempt to save his own life. The Bloodstone to be activated. The heal is just not enough. He's going to fall. Toronto Tokyo TP'd into his grave. He's going to die for it too. As Aurora, they're losing. They've lost 2 cores. And they're going to be losing this mid lane of Rax. Nature's Prophet simply can't do anything other than cuts a few. Lorinov, TPing in, needs to be a bit careful. Vacuum to bring them in place. Lorinov, he just died as soon as he respawned, and Nightfall to fall too. This time around, he won't be cutting any creeps. And look at this, Aurora, we're going for that wraparound, but they just lost their cores before they could go for it. As 2 lanes of Rax going to come out for Tundra, 18,000 net worth lead. Buybacks are not available for either the Furion or the Leshrac. As Tundra, they're just going to go forward. They're going to march forward. Toronto Tokyo being taken out from that back line. Oh no. Aurora are collapsing all around. It's a circus. As Whiteman is going to throw that voice line out. For Aurora, it's a Hail Mary play. In Atos to start it off, Mira tries to go in, but the shackle from Saxa to hold them in place. Lorinov simply can't do anything. Mira to fall, Toronto Tokyo to call the GG. They're going to tap out of this one. Aurora exit this tournament, exit PGL Wallachia season number 3. Meanwhile, Tundra Esports live to fight another day. They're going to be progressing in those lower brackets.